everyone. We are grateful to everyone who joined us for the KPPIM International Webinar 2023 on Mathematical Sciences, Session 11, with its tagline, #Boost World Visibility. My name is Ainisa binti Muhammad Shah, and I am today's moderator. Before we start, let's recite Surah Al-Fatihah. We are back in the 11th session. Alhamdulillah, praise and gratitude to Allah. Thank you very much for joining us again. Your presence makes us happy. Without further ado, please allow me to introduce Dr. SYAZWANI GHAZALI as the first speaker for our 11th session. Dr. SYAZWANI has worked as a senior lecturer at the University Technology Mara, UiTM Shah Malaysia since 2022. Dr. SYAZWANI received her PhD from the Malaysia-Japan International Institute of Technology, MJIT, University Technology Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. During her PhD, she was attached to the Communication and System Network Laboratory at MJIT and the Big Data Laboratory at Hosei University, Japan. She holds a Bachelor of Science Honours in Computational Mathematics from University Technology Mara and a Master of Science Mathematics from University Technology Malaysia. Welcome Dr. SYAZWANI, who will speak for 30 minutes on her research topic entitled Designing a Low-Cost and Scalable Vehicle Rear-End Collision Warning System, followed by a 10 minutes question and answer session. Please use the clap emoji to show your appreciation for our first speaker.
Thank you, our chair for today. Assalamualaikum everyone and a very good afternoon. Sorry for the wait. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Boleh tak tengok, nampak tak screen? Nampak kan? Okay, so today I am presenting our research that has been published in the IEEE 15th International Conference on System Engineering and Technology on 2nd October 2023. Okay? So this article is entitled Designing a Low-Cost and Scalable Rear-End Collision Warning System. So this project, we work together with my final year project students and together with Dr. Narini from PPM UiTM. Okay, so let's ini macam knowledge sharing je lah, kan? So nothing too technical. So just the idea behind how to design a low-cost and scalable rear-end collision warning system. Okay, let's start. So first we take a look on our layout for presentation. So first I will start with introduction, and that will include the motivation and the objective of this research. And then we go and look into the literature review, which covers the recent car technology and recent mobile apps technology. Then we dive into the methodology and to get the safe distance formulation and proposed algorithm and implementation. Next, we move to discussion and conclusion, and we will have our Q&A session. Okay, so as an introduction, so let's take a look on the motivation of this research. Okay, so as you can see from this slide, or you can even read it on the newspaper, because this data is taken from newspaper article. Okay, in 2022, there's more than half a million of road accident in Malaysia with 6,000 plus deaths. And in 2021, the road accident is about 370,000 road accident with 4,000 plus deaths. Okay, so this number is very large and it could impact. Okay, without elaborating, you can simply implies that it will affect our human resource and it's not good for the productivity of Malaysia lah, kan? Okay, next we take a look on the objective and scope of this research. So our aim is to propose a warning system that is both scalable and reliable. This warning system is hoped to be reachable by everyone. I mean, it is hoped that everyone can use this warning system. Okay? And future research may explore further functionalities of the proposed algorithm and the application. Okay. So let's take a look on recent literature on this. Okay. So what is the challenges? Okay. Why we need to have a warning system? Because there are challenges in estimating speed of car in front. Okay. For example, sometimes we lack of reference point. Okay. When we estimate speed, we often use stationary objects in the environment as reference point. Okay. As an example, on a highway, let's take a look. Maybe we take LPT as an example. Can. So on a highway, there may be few stationary objects to be used as reference point, kan? Dekat LPT tu tak banyak sangat benda yang dekat ada kat tepi. So kita nak justify kita punya speed of the car in front lah, which makes it difficult to judge speed lah. And then kita ada next is relative motion. When we are moving at a similar speed to the car in front of us, so it can be difficult to accurately judge how fast the car is moving relative to our own speed. And then the distance itself, the distance between our car and the car in front of us can also impact our ability to estimate speed. If the car in front of us is far away, it can be difficult to judge how fast it is. Okay? On a more dangerous scenario, if the traffic ahead comes to an abrupt stop, trailing vehicles that are possibly speeding may also come to a sudden stop since there are no indication or warning signs to stop the vehicle beforehand. Because sometimes kita drive kan, kita tak sedar yang kita constant speed lah, tapi kenderaan kat depan dia sudden stop, tapi kita tak dapat nak estimate whether dia sudden stop ataupun dia just reduce the speed because we only see the brake lights kan. Okay, so let's take a look on the existing warning system in recent car technology. Okay, forward collision warning system that uses sensors such as radar, cameras or LiDAR to detect vehicles or other objects in the road ahead. If the system determines that a collision is likely, it will issue an audio and visual warning to the driver to take evasive action. This system has become increasingly common in new cars in recent years and are often standard or available as an option on many models. The FCW is very useful when the car is on a certain distance range with the front car. However, this technology cannot work when the car is out of sensing range. And then we need to equip automobiles with sensor, which incur additional costs for users. Other technologies such as auto braking system also uses sensors installed in the car to provide auto stopping mechanism for the car. Okay, and it requires a short range distance to the front car to serve its purpose. So as a summary here, for us to use this recent car technology such as FWC and auto braking system, we need to install these sensors into the vehicles. Okay, so for new cars, it will be no problem because most of recent car they already install the sensors on the vehicles. Okay, but in Malaysia, not all vehicles are new vehicles, and if not everyone can afford to buy new vehicles. So the additional cost is we need to consider lah, kan? Okay, so let's take a look on existing technology in smartphones. So these are existing technology in smartphones. So we have artificial intelligence or optimization. So this is usually used in estimating the shortest distance or any optimization problems for vehicle. Okay, and then we have accelerometer to sense vibration. Okay, so these sensors already um, installed in your phone. Okay, and then we have GPS to keep track on the speed and keep track on the location. And then we have cameras installed in the phone. And then we have networking technology to get real-time traffic updates. So all this technology combined in smartphone um, has already been used in applications such as Waze. Okay? So we just want to exploit the use of this existing technology in phone, and we try to create a new application that we can use this application without extra cost in um, installing the sensors into cars. So that is the idea behind that. Okay, and then we try to find what is needed to design low cost and scalable factors, other scalable factors. So first, the application or the system needs to be compatible. So the compatibility means that the vehicles that use this system um, must be compatible with each other lah. Because currently, like for different models of cars, they use different systems. So if we use the technology in mobile phone or application, we can guarantee the compatibility. So because the use of smartphone is one can assume that
نقول انت المساء هترزقنا شو تكسر كلمات
one can assume that the use of smartphone is very scalable, where everyone is using smartphone right now, and the regulatory support, and then we have the standardization, and then we need to for it to be affordability. Okay, so these five factors can be achieved if you use applications on mobile phone. Okay, let's take a look on the methodology. So there's a few research papers that are already published on how to calculate the safe distance between the front and the rear car. So there are time to collision. Time to collision is a measure of time remaining until a collision occurs between two objects. It is commonly used in the field of autonomous vehicles and advanced driver assistance system. Okay, so in this equation above, the TTC is the distance between the preceding and following car. Okay, VP and VF is the speed of the following F and the preceding P. Okay, L is the length of the preceding vehicle. Okay, so using this time to collision, we can measure the time remaining until a collision occurs between two objects. Because we want to estimate how, how long and when should we trigger the warning system. Okay, next, this is the changing process of deceleration. So it is divided into a few time frame, which is T1, T2, T3, T4. Okay. So T1 is the reaction phase before performing the deceleration. Phase 2 is the coordination phase between the brake pedal and the vehicle. The time of the two phases is combined to obtain the value of 0.8 to 2 seconds. And phase 3 is the stage of the deceleration growth, and it has a value of 0.1 to 0.2. And phase 4 is the stage of stable uniform deceleration. Okay, so this is the okay. So T1 is basically the reaction time that the driver took to perform to just push the brake. Okay. Okay, so next, so this is the formula for the safe distance. So the safe distance is given by this formula: T12 plus T13 over 2, okay, times with the V naught, where V naught is the difference between the speed of the front and the back car. And we can estimate the safe distance using this formula. Okay. Okay, so by using this formula, we can generate a few cases of the reaction time according to the minimum and the maximum um, reaction time lah. Kan? So we create a few situations, these 5 situations, according to cases. So for case 1, T12 is 0.8 second, T3 is 0.1, case 2, okay, accordingly lah. T12 is 1, T3 is 0.15, okay. So we change and we manipulate these 5 situations to take a look on what happened to the safe distance. Okay, so other variable that we consider is the deceleration of car B, which is notated by AB. By using these parameters, the safe distance between two cars is given by equation 4, and other parameters that affects the safe distance is further discussed for each situation. We use 3 pairs to show 3 pairs of a vehicle, which is front and back, to show 5 situations that might happen. So in this 5 situations, we have pair 1, which is moving 50 km per hour. BB is the car at the back and moving 100 km per hour. So the speed difference is V naught, which is 60 km per hour. So we can see, that the safe distance for pair 1 is 15.33. Okay. So if we insert into that formula, we will get 15.33. Okay, so we repeat these 3 pairs for every situation that we have set the parameters just now. So we can see the safe distance reacts with the changing of the front speed, the speed of the front car and the speed of the back car. And we also manipulate the reaction time. Okay? So it gives a different speed, different safe distance, sorry. So this is the result for the safe distance. Okay. So the reaction time can vary from 0.18 seconds to 2 seconds according to the level of experience of driver. And then distractions such as texting or eating while driving, fatigue or drowsiness, impaired driving due to alcohol or drug, and poor visibility due to weather. Other external factors such as vehicle speed, road conditions, and driver experience. Okay. So to assist the safe distance estimation for drivers, an algorithm that would automatically trigger a warning system for rear-end collision avoidance is proposed. This algorithm serves as a guideline in developing a novel mobile application on smartphones. The warning system aims to reduce human error in rear-end collision. The proposed algorithm is to be programmed and to be installed as a mobile phone application for each driver. Once the user has installed the application, they need to turn on their location in the application before they start driving. The application will detect the user's location using GPS. The application will calculate the parameters input between user's car and the front car. Okay, so this is the implementation to the protocol. Okay, so this is how it works. So you need to have this input. Okay, so the input for each application or each user will need to have the speed of the front car, speed of user's car, a destination of user's car, and distance between car A and car B lah. So you can calculate the safe distance using the map equation one. So if the distance is less than the threshold or the safe distance that we calculated, so we keep on calculating the safe distance. So if it violates this condition, it will automatically trigger the alarm to alert the users. And then this is how it works. So, so this is the algorithm. So as vehicles from compact cars to commercial trucks, making it a versatile and adaptable solution. And then reliability, we need to consider when the network for an area has a poor coverage. So it is our next aim to design the system to work offline and with low network connectivity. And then other external factors that we need to consider, maybe we can improve the mathematical modeling, such as road conditions, car conditions, weather condition, and the driver's experience in the minimum safe distance model to be included in the mathematical model for our future research. Okay, so conclusion, this article presents the latest progress of automotive technology in collision detection mechanism. The proposed mechanism ensure a cost-effective and scalable rear-end collision warning system with emphasis on the advantages of incorporating it into mobile applications using existing sensors mechanism in mobile phones. The proposed algorithm primary objective is to mitigate human error in rear-end collision. By using mobile technology, the system is cost-effective and easily adapted across various car models. Also, by prioritizing factors such as compatibility, standardization, scalability, and affordability, this research demonstrates the algorithm's seamless adaptation for mobile phone application. Okay, these are the references, and so I think that's all from me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for sharing your interesting insights with us, Dr. SYAZWANI. Now we will open our question and answer sessions. Please feel free to speak up directly or leave comments in the chat. I have a question. Is the system designed to be applicable to other vehicles like a truck, motorcycle, or ferry?
Yes, it is applicable for all because the aim for the system is to be scalable and to be adaptable to regardless of the type of vehicles and the models of the vehicles. So old or new vehicles can use this system.
Another question. Did you derive equation 1 and 2 or you just apply it to your system?
For the moment, it is already been presented in existing paper, but we are looking forward to improve the mathematical model to include other external factors that have been presented just now, to be included to the model and to be more suitable for mobile applications, for it to be more accurate.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Shazwani.
Okay, thank you so much.
I assume there are no more questions. Okay, let's go on to Prof. Dr. Asmiati, our second speaker. Prof. Dr. Asmiati was born on April 11 in Medan, Indonesia, and earned a bachelor's degree in mathematics from the University of North Sumatra as the first best graduate in 1998. In 1999, she continued her master's degree at Institute Teknologi Bandung, ITB, after being accepted as a lecturer at the University of Lampung through the Karya Siswa Due Project Scholarship Program. Her love for graph theory motivated her to return to ITB and take the doctoral program 2008 with promoter Prof. Dr. Edi Tri Baskoro. In 2010, she had the opportunity to participate in Sandwich Like Dicty, a research internship for approximately 3 months at the Technical University of Košice, Slovakia, under the guidance of Prof. Martin Bakar. The main research area developed is graph theory. She is also active in the Indonesian Combinatorial Society, INACOMS, and the Indonesia Mathematical Society, INDO-MS, and in 2018, she had the opportunity to participate in the International Congress of Mathematicians, ICM, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. She has produced 19 publications in reputable international journals indexed by Scopus, and her Scopus H index is 6 and 9 for Google Scholar. Additionally, she has supervised 75 undergraduate program students, 12 master program students, and 1 doctoral program student as the main supervisor. Her highest achievement is becoming a professor of mathematics on April 1st, 2023. We would like to formally welcome Prof. Dr. Asmiati, who will give a talk entitled The Locating-Chromatic Number of Sum Graphs for 30 minutes, followed by a 10 minutes question and answer session. Please use the clap emoji to show your appreciation for our second speaker.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like to thank the committee because I was given time as a speaker at the KPPIM International Webinar 2023 on Mathematical Sciences. Today, I would like to present about locating chromatic number of sum graphs. This is my outline. One. Okay. One of the studies in graph theory is the matrix dimension, which were first introduced by Slater, Harari, and another successfully in 1975 and 1976. The application of matrix dimension plays a role in robotic navigation, optimization of the placement of tree detection sensors, and classification of chemical compound data. The partition dimension was introduced by Chakran et al. In 1998 as the development of the concept of matrix dimension. The concept of the Locating-Chromatic number is a marriage between partition dimension of the graph and coloring of a graph, first introduced by Chakran et al. In 2002. The Locating-Chromatic number of a graph is a really interesting topic to study because there is no general theorem for determining Locating-Chromatic number of any graphs. Now we have the definition Locating-Chromatic number of a graph. Let G be a connected graph. Let's see be a catching K coloring of G with colors 1, 2 until K, where color of U and color of V should be different for any adjacent vertices U and V in G. Let V is the set of color classes C1 until Ck be a partition of Vg which is induced by coloring C. The color code of V is the order k-tuple distance of V to color classes C1 until Ck. If all distinct vertices of G have distinct color codes, then C is called a locating coloring of G. The locating chromatic number denoted by GLG is the smallest k such that G has a locating coloring with k colors. We have two basic theorems. Theorem 1, let's see the locating coloring in a connected graph G. If U and V are distinct vertices of G such that a distance of U is the same distance V to other vertices except U, V, then color of U and color of V should be different. In particular, if U and V are non-adjacent vertices of G such that neighborhood of U is equal to neighborhood of V, then color of U is not equal to color of V. Based on theorem 1, we have the trivial lower bound of the locating chromatic number of a graph. If G is a connected graph containing a vertex that is adjacent to K and vertices of G, then we have at least K plus 1 color. K and vertices is vertices which have a degree of 1. It is clearly that K and vertices have the same distance to other vertices, so we should define K colors. As a result, we have at least K plus 1 colors. For example, we will determine the locating chromatic number of this graph. First, to determine the lower bound, we have one vertex adjacent to 3 and vertices. By corollary 1, we have at least 4 colors. To determine the upper bound, we construct coloring like this. And so we have C1, the set of vertices V1, V3, V9, and V10. For C2, we have for 2, V4, and V8. For C3, we have V5 and V7. And for C4, we have V6. The color code of V1 is 0, 1, 2, 3. Because the distance of V1 to color classes C1 is 0, distance V1 to color classes C2 is 1, distance V1 to color classes C3 2 and distance V1 to color classes C4 1 2 3. So since all vertices of G have different color, then C is for locating coloring, and we have locating coloring of G is 4. For the previous result, Chatran 2002 determine locating chromatic number for parts, cycles, complete multi-party graphs, and double stars. For 2003, success in constructing tree varying from 3 to n except for n minus 1, ASMIATI in 2011 for amalgamation of star and their monotonicity properties, Betit and Omomi for Knesset graph, Elianti for complete and early trees, Basmoro and ASMIATI for characterize all trees with occurring chromatic number 3, ASMIATI 2017 for generalized Peterson graph, 2018 for Barber graphs, 2021 Irawan et al. For origami graphs, and the last 2023 for certain operation of origami graphs. Now, we discuss locating chromatic number of amalgamation of stars. Let K, comma, and I be stars, where K, O, I be an ellipse. The amalgamation of K stars K, 1, comma, and I is a graph formed by identifying phenol I for every K, 1, comma, and I. For example, we have a 5-star graph K1 5, K1 5, K1 4, K1 4, and K1 3. And then we identify one leaf of each star graph to obtain S5 5 5 4 4 3. The locating chromatic number of amalgamation of stars is determined by the maximum leaves attached to a vertex. For example, the locating chromatic number of this graph is 5 because the maximum leaves is 4. Okay, next we discuss locating chromatic number of firecracker graphs. Firecracker graphs denoted by F n, K, the graph obtained by the concatenation of n stars Sk by linking one leaf from each star. For K is 2 or 3, we have locating chromatic number is 3 for n between 2 until 7 and 4 for n greater than 7. And especially for K is 4, we have locating chromatic number is 4 for n greater than 2. And for K greater than 5, we have two cases, K minus 1 for n between 2 until K minus 1 and K for otherwise. For K greater than 5 and n between 2 until K minus 1, for example, firecracker graphs 4, 5 is obtained from 4-star graph S5. The label for these practices are denoted by Xi, X1, X2, X3, and X4. The label for these practices are denoted by Mi, M1, 2, 3, 4, and the label for leaves are denoted by Lig. The locating chromatic number of firecrackers 4, 5 is 4. In general, to determine for this case, the lower bound we use corollary 1, and we assign the upper bound of the locating chromatic number is like this, and we had some cases to check that the color codes of our practices are different. Now, for case K greater than 5 and N greater than K, we determine the lower bound using corollary 1, and we have at least K minus 1 colors. Next, we use contradiction to show that K minus 1 colors are not enough. To construct the upper bound, we sign like this. For example, to construct the upper bound for to construct the upper bound of Locating-Chromatic number for 6,5, we assign color 5 on one of the leaves. Next, we assign color 1, 3, and 4 to other leaves, giving color 5 only at this vertex to make sure that the color codes of all practices will be different. Okay. Now we discuss Locating-Chromatic number of Barber graph. The Barber graph is constructed by connecting to arbitrary connected graph G and H by a bridge. Barber graph BM, N, where G and H are complete graphs on M and vertices respectively. We have theorem 5. The Locating-Chromatic number of complete graph Kn is N, because its vertex on the complete graph is adjacent to other, so that its vertex is assigned a different color. And to theorem 6, Locating-Chromatic number of Barber graph Bn, N is N plus 1. To determine the lower bound, we have Barber graph Bn, N contains two isomorphic copies of a complete graph Kn. By theorem 5, we have at least N colors. And suppose that C is allocating coloring using N colors, it's easy to see that the Barber graph Bn contains two vertices with the same color codes. So it is a contradiction, and at least we have N plus 1 colors. And for, to construct the upper bound, we give color Hi, N for I is 1, I for A between 2 until N minus 1, and N plus 1 for otherwise. For example, we have a Barber graph B at 6,6. Barber graph B 6,6 containing two the same complete graphs E6. So we need one more color to make sure that the color code of our vertices are different. With theorem 6, we have color 2 for M is not equal to N. The Locating-Chromatic number of Barber graph B M, N is maximum M, N. Now, Locating-Chromatic number of origami graphs. An origami graph ON is a graph with the set of vertices UI, VI, double UI, and the set of edges we have like this. Then the theorem 7, we have Locating-Chromatic number of ON is for N between 3 until 6 and 5 for otherwise. This figure is an origami graph O3 with 4 locating coloring. we assign coloring 1, 2, 3 for vertices UI, U2, U3 respectively. Color 4 is given for vertices WY, W1, W2, and W3. And now we have definition. A certain operation of origami graphs denoted by HON is obtained from two origami graphs, a link of path UI to UN plus I. And we have the set of vertices UI, UN plus I, VI, PN plus I, and WI, WN plus I, and the set of edges like this. For example, this figure is a certain operation of origami graph O3 denoted H03. In the first origami O3, we label the vertices with U1, U2, U3, V1, V2, V3, and W1, W2, and W3. And the second origami O3, we labels for the vertices are U4, U5, U6, V4, V5, V6, and W4, W5, and W6. Furthermore, U1 adjacent to U4, U2 adjacent to U5, and U3 adjacent to U6. The locating chromatic number of certain operation origami graphs is 5 for n is 3 and 6 for otherwise. To determine the lower bound, especially for HO3, we use theorem 7. We have at least 4 colors, and use contradiction. We since HO3 containing two origami graphs for 3, then there is color of the UI is equal to color of WJ. Contrary as a result, at least we have 5 colors. And to construct the outer bond, we use like this. For example, this figure is a minimum locating coloring of HO3 using 5 colors. We can check that these two vertices are given the same color, but the color code is different. In this vertex, the distance to C1, the distance to C1 is 1, and the distance to C2 is 1, 2. As for this vertex, the distance to C1, 1, and but the distance to C2 is 1, 2, 3. Right, the last slide. We have some open problems. We obtained locating-chromatic number of bubble graph containing certain graph such as complex partition graph, daisy, rose, sunflower, shadow cycle, and shadow type graphs. Other research determines the locating-chromatic number of bubble graph containing other particular graphs or any graphs. To determine the locating-chromatic number of operation of graph, namely com product, corona product, composition product, subdivision operation, etc. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for your sharing, Prof. ASMIATI. We will now begin the question and answer session. Please feel free to speak up directly or leave comments in the chat.
Good afternoon. Allow me to ask some questions, okay? I'm Dr. Lau from UiTM Segama campus. So I find that this is a very interesting and quite difficult types of problems regarding text coloring. And I just wonder, is there any upper bounds or lower bounds for general graph without n vertices?
I will try to answer your question. The lower bound, the lower bound. So I don't.
Yeah, my question is like this. Just now I saw your slide. There is one lower bound of the locating chromatic number for graph with n vertices. So what if the graph has no n vertices? Do we have any existing good lower bound or upper bound?
So to determine the Locating-Chromatic number, we should to determine the lower bound and the upper bound, because if you get the lower bound is the same with the upper bound, we can get Locating-Chromatic number. To determine the lower bound, the lower bound of Locating-Chromatic number is not easy to determine, because usually firstly we determine, we construct the Locating-Chromatic number to get the upper bound. To get the upper bound, when we get the upper bound, we make sure we when we get the upper bound, we get the upper bound, then we try to minimize, to eliminate one color to sorry. It's difficult to explain.
Yeah, maybe it's not so easy to find a good lower bound. Yeah. Hopefully I will have the chance to work on this type of problems also, because for the last few years, I've been working on local anti-magic chromatic number, and probably you are aware of this type of problem. And after listening to your talk here, I feel that it is also possible to combine this concept of locating chromatic number with this local anti-magic chromatic number and make it even more interesting. Yeah, hopefully maybe one day we can work together.
Okay, I will interesting to collaborate about Locating-Chromatic number and with your research. Maybe we can see really we can new concept if we collaborate two concepts.
Yeah, definitely I can see that we can combine these two concepts.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there any questions? Okay, I assume there's no more questions. I think that's all for today. Thank you, Prof. ASMIATI. Next, let's go on to our photo session. I sincerely hope that everyone will turn on their camera for this. I'll give some time for you to get ready.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. I have one question. What is the significance of locating the chromatic number for the graph that you mentioned just now? Can you hear my question? The significance or the application?
Application of Locating-Chromatic number have not yet, yeah. Because Locating-Chromatic number is a development from multi-dimension. Multi-dimension is a many application, but for Locating-Chromatic number have not application.
Okay. Now I'm hoping that everyone is now prepared. Please look at your camera and give us a thumbs up. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, last one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you. Sekejap. Okay, dear participants, kindly fill in the attendance form to get your e-certificate and training hours progresses for UiTM staff. You will receive an e-certificate once you put in the attendance. We truly appreciate your presence and we would like to thank our presenters, Dr. SYAZWANI and Prof. Dr. ASMIATI for sharing their enlightening insights. Please contact both speakers via their email addresses for further collaboration. We expect that the webinar will provide participants with useful information and be encouraged to
Di-subscribe ya.
the 11th session is now finished, and allow me to share a quotation from Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. I am always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. Winston Churchill. Until we gather again in November 2023 for our final session, session 12. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. Assalamualaikum. Bye.